Hi and a very good morning to everyone. This project is an interactive rock paper scissors game developed using Python. The users plays against the computer, and we added features to make the game more fun and user-friendly. In this project, we use programming concepts such as functions, loop, conditional statements, exception handling, and a random number generations. Here is the algorithm of our game. First, the user chooses a difficulty level and enters the number of rounds. Then, the user selects rock, paper or scissors. The program checks if the input is valid. Next, the computer generates a random move. The winner is determined and the score is updated. After all rounds are completed, the game displays the results and asks whether the user wants to play again or exit.
Hello everyone, my name is Shuhratbek Muhammadov, and today I'm here to demonstrate a Python code for one of our projects named Rock, Paper and Scissors. And for that, I'm using the idle of Python 3.14. And before we run the code, let me just explain a couple of things briefly. So we're using the module random to get the computer choice randomly, and then the time to track the time for the user to input their choice. And we have a list of choices here: rock, paper and scissors. Variables such as total games, total wins, total losses are global variables because we need to track them throughout multiple game sessions, and otherwise the computers can create new files in each game. And here's the function that returns us the computer choice based on the difficulty level. When the user chooses the easy difficulty level, the module returns the options based on these probabilities. These weight numbers mean probabilities here. In the easy mode, computer mostly relies on the scissors. Why? Because naturally humans tend to choose rock in the rock, paper, scissors game. So when the computer mostly relies on the scissors, that gives a user much easier win. In the medium level, the choice probabilities are equally same, 0.33, 0.3, so we don't have to really insert them. And in the hard level, computer mostly relies on the paper that beats the rock, which is the naturally favorite of human. And here's our main game function. So as I said, the variables here are global, and the local variables, user score, computer score, are 0. Why they're local? Because they need to be reset in each session of the game. So let's run the code. If you choose anything else other than easy, medium, hard, that's going to cause us some other problems. For example, if I choose average, that's invalid difficulty, try again. And let's choose the easy mode. And inside the program, the lower strip here means that when the user inserts the lowercase or uppercase, it doesn't matter, and the strip here is to ignore the space in the input. Rounds must be greater than 0 and they must be an integer. For example, if we input something like 1, then that's an invalid number. Or if we input something like -4, it must be greater than 0. So let's choose 5 rounds. And here is the time feature. Why the time feature is needed? When the user takes more than 5 seconds to insert their value input, that's gonna count as a loss. Oh, for the time feature, let me just insert the value here, for example, R, because we obviously took more than 5 seconds just now, and that's gonna cause a too slow computer wins this round. And then the next, computer's gonna get the get computer choice function based on the difficulty level that we just chose. And then the logic's gonna compare the values here. If the user wins, that counts for the user score +1. If the computer wins, for the computer, it's +1. And based on like the total score, for example, if it's 3-2 for the user, that counts at a 1-0 for the user, and that counts for the total games +1. And for example, let me just insert anything like S, because this is already a delayed input, so it's going to cause it too slow. For example, rock, rock, and then rock. And here is the final result: 1 for us, and then 3 for the computer. We can continue playing. For example, let's choose yes, and this time I'm going to play medium hard, and 5 rounds again, and S, R, S, P, R, and that's it. So we won this one. I got 3 and then the computer got 1, and total games is 3. We got 1 win, 1 lose, 50% win rate. And then the loop here is to ask the user if they want to continue playing, yes or no. So if you want to play, we're going to insert Y. If not, we're going to insert N. So when it's N or anything else, the computers can say us, thanks for playing. And I'm going to say to you, thanks for watching this video.
In conclusion, we successfully created a rock, paper, scissors game using Python. This project helped us apply the programming concepts we learned in class. It also improved our understanding of Python and game development. So thank you for listening to our presentation. We hope you find it informative and interesting.